Taylor Swift's haunting ballad, My Tears Ricochet, echoed not just in theaters but across headlines after its inclusion in the controversial film It Ends With Us. The movie, meant to be a landmark adaptation of Colleen Hoover's best-selling novel, ignited a firestorm of controversy that extended far beyond the screen, ensnaring major Hollywood names in legal disputes, accusations, and a media frenzy that still shows no signs of calming. At the heart of the storm stand Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, co-stars and co-producers, whose once collaborative relationship has reportedly devolved into one marred by allegations of harassment, retaliation, and legal warfare. What began as a celebrated adaptation spiraled into a chaotic saga of lawsuits, subpoenas, and public denials. The film premiered in the summer of 2024 with high expectations. Taylor Swift's contribution of My Tears Ricochet added to the emotional gravity of the story, a move seen as a musical endorsement by one of the world's most powerful artists. Yet weeks after the premiere, Swift's team clarified that she hadn't seen the film until much later, well after the Eras tour swept her across Europe. The song, though powerful in its placement, was merely licensed like those of 19 other artists. Yet its presence became a point of contention in the courtroom, as Justin Baldoni's attorneys attempted to draw connections between Swift, Lively, and the unfolding legal battle. They sought to subpoena Swift's legal representatives at Venable LLP, the firm that once defended her during her high-profile 2015 lawsuit. Swift's spokesperson pushed back hard on May 9, calling the subpoena attempt a publicity stunt rather than a pursuit of justice. This document subpoena is designed to use Taylor Swift's name to draw public interest by creating tabloid clickbait instead of focusing on the facts of the case, they said in a sharply worded statement. Still, Baldoni's legal team doubled down. In a letter dated May 14, they insisted to Judge Louis Lehman that the documents they sought would uncover alleged witness tampering involving Swift, Lively, and Venable LLP. The accusation, lacking concrete evidence, was swiftly rebutted by Lively's attorney, who called it categorically false. Judge Lehman didn't hesitate. On May 15, he struck the letter from the court docket and warned Baldoni's legal counsel against further misuse of the judicial process. The tone of his order was stern and unmistakably clear: future stunts like this could bring sanctions. The controversy has taken on a life of its own. What began as disputes on set over direction and creative differences has ballooned into one of the most watched legal sagas in recent Hollywood history. Allegations of sexual harassment by Lively toward multiple crew members shocked fans. Meanwhile, Baldoni's lawsuits claiming defamation and extortion suggest a deep fracture behind the scenes that no PR strategy has been able to mend. Despite all this, the show must go on. The trial is scheduled for March 9, 2026, in the Southern District of New York. Lehman's courtroom will be the arena where reputations, careers, and legacies hang in the balance. Until then, every filing, every motion, and every quote will be dissected by the public and press alike. What's also intriguing is the silence, or strategic restraint, shown by Swift herself. Known for being meticulous in her brand and statements, she has let her spokesperson and legal team speak for her. Her fans, fiercely loyal, have flooded social media with messages of support, condemning any attempt to drag her into unrelated litigation. Meanwhile, Colleen Hoover, the author whose novel sparked all this, has remained largely silent, issuing only a brief note in July 2024 expressing disappointment over the film's reception and the turmoil surrounding its release. Some fans speculate whether Hoover will ever allow another of her books to be adapted, given the magnitude of this fallout. Hollywood insiders suggest the project was troubled from the start. Clashes in vision, rushed production timelines, and power struggles among producers allegedly plagued the set. Rumors of on-set tension between Lively and Baldoni circulated long before the lawsuits dropped. Some claim their working relationship deteriorated completely just weeks into filming. As the legal drama plays out, industry watchers note this case could set new precedents for how artistic collaborators manage conflict and protect their reputations. Legal experts argue the attempts to subpoena Swift's lawyers may represent a broader trend of weaponizing celebrity connections in court. With the trial date now locked in, the entertainment world is watching closely. Will more evidence emerge? Will the case settle quietly out of court? Or will 2026 bring a courtroom showdown that could rival the intensity of any blockbuster release? Until then, one thing remains certain: this saga is far from over. And for fans, the artists involved, and the legal teams, the ricochet of this controversy has only just begun.